All right, yo, what is going on, guys? Today, since the chassis of the 300ZX is almost complete, I guess it's time to start working on the engine and cleaning it all up. Current tensioners are super rusty. Definitely in need of replacing. And the belt is still decent, but got the gates here. And Win from Auto Dream is actually going to come here and help me do this work. And I haven't done a lot of timing jobs, to be honest, so I'd rather have someone that 100% knows what they're doing help me with this. Me and Charles managed to get the oil pan off, re-silicone it, and then reseal it. Then I'm going to look through the gasket set that I have and see what gaskets I can change on this thing to give it a good refresh. Goddamn, check it out. Blue belts make your car faster than black belts. Brand new. Looking fresh. I'm going to be replacing the intake manifold gaskets. So this middle piece here with all the intake runners is this gasket right here. And then these rubber ones are for the valve covers. So like this piece on each side. And yeah, these have a sweat, so definitely need to be replaced.
Yeah, the gasket's like destroyed too.
Dude, this looks so weird. Very interesting engine. Whoa. Alright, so intake manifold is off and I have one of the valve covers off. They're actually two individual pieces. So just replacing the seals on those. There's spark plug tube seals that need to be replaced. And so I'll do this side first, put that back together, and then do this side. Then I'm gonna get a whole bunch of new like vacuum lines and possibly water lines because some of them are old and brittle. All right, guys, so I'm not exactly sure where I last left off with the VG's progress, but 4 new valve cover gaskets. I put new spark plugs in. So I actually refinished it, repainted it, cleaned it up a bit, so the top's looking really nice. And underneath the manifold, there's a bunch of these water lines, and I replaced all of the lines, all the tubing here. I'm still in the process of it, but they were all brittle and swollen up, so I decided to go ahead, and while I have it off, I'm just gonna replace all of them. And while the intake manifold is off, I'm actually gonna go ahead and take the injectors out and get them cleaned and flow tested, because like any step past right now, you won't have access to the injectors. While I'm here, I might as well, and like there's a bit of corrosion on the prongs, and like never know the condition they're in with the age of this engine. Another update, got all the timing covers on, 3 separate pieces. Got this water neck on. Still have the intake manifold off, and I took the injectors out and fuel rail. The injectors are so brittle and old that they pretty much all broke. So I need to find some OEM injectors, but it's looking good. It's coming together. Damn. Well, the intake manifold originally had these hacked up EGR delete, but I got proper plates for them, so more legit things. All right, so we just flipped the engine over. Now I'm gonna be taking the oil pan off and resealing it. Just have to take these brackets off because they're preventing the pan from coming up. All right, guys, so it's been a long time since that last clip, but where I'm at right now is sourcing some new injectors because all of the injectors broke on me. And I need to get the injectors before I can throw the intake manifold back on because, yeah, obviously there's no room to put the injectors in once that is on. Also, I ordered new exhaust manifold gaskets. I have the new turbos, new used turbos right here, and the new elbows still in there. So new gaskets for the elbows and the manifold. So once those come in, I'll be able to put the turbos on. If I don't source some injectors anytime soon, I will be bolting up the clutch, lightweight flywheel, and the transmission to this. So I'll take it off the stand and make it all one piece and really grind to try to get some injectors so I can assemble this all together. I am on a strict time frame now, so I really want to get this project done. Yeah, the chassis of the Z is here now. I'm working on mounting the side mount intercoolers. I definitely do not want to go with the stock intercooler piping. It's pretty restrictive and like weird, so I at least want to get custom piping done, but I'm working on mounting the side mount intercoolers. Believe it or not, these stock side mount intercoolers, I think I remember hearing they can handle up to 450 horsepower. Same thing with the stock Z fuel pump. So from the last Z video, you guys know I put the twin turbo fuel pump in. Mounting the intercoolers right now. I just deleted the charcoal canister, so now there's tons of room here to mount that side mount intercooler. But yeah, other than that, transmission and clutch will be going on. And yeah, just working away on this thing to get it finished up here. Got the side mount intercoolers all mounted up, made custom brackets for them. So now that they're all fastened, a step closer. It's interesting, the piping comes through here and through here. So kind of tight space. Z things, everything's super tight. Gaskets finally came in, exhaust manifold and turbo elbow outlet gaskets. Yeah, these are the part numbers if you guys are ever wondering. So now I'm just gonna go ahead, clean up the turbos, take the OEM elbows off, give them a good clean, and bolt them on. All right, I got one of the new elbows on there, and it's this style, the separated screamer. Apparently these quicken up the spool, so that's pretty cool. I'm just working on cleaning up the machine surfaces from all this, and I did that to the turbo. Basically what I'm doing is just scraping at it with a razor blade and with a vacuum cleaner, so none of the debris get into the engine or into the turbo. And then I'm using some steel wool with some degreaser cleaner and just scraping away at it too. So tedious process, but almost getting there. Woo! Calling it a night here. Gonna be working on this more tomorrow. Manifold isn't fully on. I just have a couple bolts holding it on, but damn, it looks sweet. These water lines, this is such a pain. This this engine and this chassis, you know, the stereotype that they're hard to work on and there's so many, barely any space, bunch of vacuum and water lines is true. Working on this engine and this chassis are definitely expanding my skills, like mechanically, I'd have to say. So big shout out to people that work on Zs, because it's definitely difficult. Not as easy as like an inline 4-cylinder, that's for sure. But stoked that the turbo is on. You know, I have the attachment pieces and still need to do the other side, and new like Teflon tape for the banjo bolt and new copper gaskets, you know, and then hooking up the oil and water lines. I have the drain on here without any clamps though, but yeah, so slowly but surely coming together. I have a little bit over a month to finish this car pretty much. So this engine has to be done and inside of this thing, and this thing has to be running and driving in pretty much a month. So yeah. Yo, what is going on, guys? I just have to give a quick shout out to Win from Autodream. Autodream is the shop that I used to work at, and it's a big reason for the entire S15 build, as many of you know. A lot of the parts, resources, and knowledge that went into building this thing was Autodream was responsible for. And from this video that you guys just saw, you saw that Win helped me with like the timing belt and the EGR delete and just general questions I have about the Z. So I want to give his app a new shout out. I really want you guys to check this out. He's not paying me or anything. He's just helping me out. So I really want to help him out. But he has this new app and it's called What to See. It looks like this on the App Store. And basically what it is you log on, you just make an account. And basically, no matter where you are in the world, you can pinpoint cool places. So if you know any cool places up here, you have family, couple, or group. So if you have a cool place for you and your buddies to hang out, just press group, press add place at the bottom of the app, and just like, you know, name the place, add a description of what it is, add a photo or two, and then add that location. So basically this app is for like anyone that's traveling to a certain place can just log on, look for cool places that are either for their family, for their boyfriend, girlfriend, or if they're with a group of friends. So it really helped me out, and I'd appreciate if you guys logged onto this app. And if you know any good food places or any cool like view spots or any cool places to hang out. This is worldwide, so no matter where you are, Australia, New Zealand, US, Canada, you can add locations. So definitely would appreciate that. Log on to this app, add some locations, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. What to see, the app, what to see. Thanks guys.
Come on, no clothes, make the bed rock.